Yes, class, if you have any doubt, you can ask. I have shared the file with Keshav. If you have not received, kindly ask him again. He will send you back, right? So please understand this thing until you will not try it again by your own, things will not get clear out, right? So I want you, everyone, that switch on your virtual machine, just try it. And then if you face any challenge, then let me know, right? So guys, this is the code for to read the content from the user, and then you print the value back on the screen, right? So here what we can do is we have this command, that is echo command and read command, right? So read person, that variable we have taken, and that value the user will type, and that characters is going to store in that person. And then when again we will perform the echo hello with that person, so the value is replaced due to that dollar sign we have used in front of that person, right? So that value will get printed over here, right? So just try this code in your machine. So the next program in this category that we have is write a program to demonstrate the if condition, right? For that, what we need to do is suppose we want that program must tell us that whether the number is even or odd. So what we'll do is we have that conditions, right? So for comparing that thing with some values, we have to use that condition statements. So this is the syntax over here where we can use that value or we can use this statement, that is if statement, for checking the condition or for decision making. You can see in the shell script. So I just want you to do this thing, this few steps, as you did for your previous program where we have something we have to read from the user. So again here, uh, enter the number where number is given, and we are going to read that number value, and then we are going to check it, and then we are going to print as we want whatever on the screen. So you can print over there, right? Just try it. That is for if, and for if else, this is the code that we can use, that is echo, then enter the first number, right? For entering the first number we have to use this read variable, that a, then echo, again enter the second number, then read variable v. So what we are doing is we are just uh, taking a comparison that which number is greater, right? And we are just making a decision on the basis of that, right? So if that value a, which is uh, there entered by the user, right, at the time when we are said that enter the first number, that value is compared with the value B, then it is going to use or it is going to take a decision on that, right? So if it is greater, then it is saying yes, A is greater, else it will show you that B is greater. Right? So it is very easy and simple program, right? And there is no semicolon, as you can see, as we have in C, C++. We are using all that special characters, right? So and there is no such header file is needed as we need over there in C or C++ or in Java or in Python, right? We simply start with the statements, like it is using the library which is already installed in the library folder. So we don't need to use that preprocessor directories over here, right? We don't need that hash include and all. We simply go with this and it will work out, right? Just try it. You can see the method of doing this, right? So here, when you will run the code, please make sure that the file name should be .sh, since it is a script, right? So depending upon the file, if it is a .c file, then the execution is different. It is a shell file, right? So how we can run it by using this /, then name of the file, nn.sh. In our case, we have taken that. So what we need is it will prompt you enter the first number, right? So it is going to wait for you to write something from the keyboard. So once you type that number 34 over there, then it is going to ask you enter the second number. Then you type the second number. Then it will talk about this. Since the condition is get false, right? So what will happen? It will shift, the control will shift to the else state. And this says that B is greater. So what will get print on the screen is B is greater. It is very easy, very simple. Just you have to remember the syntax, how we have to write it, right? So next, talking about the loops. So writing a program to demonstrate the loops, we have different types of loop. As you have already studied, we having for loop, while loop, do while loop. So one of this class is while loop, and a while loop which basically repeat until the statement elevates to false, right? Or breaks someone trying to break it using that break statement within the body of that loop, right? Until then, that loop is continue to work, and that is the uh, that is also known as the iteration process, right? So here we have a process where we are saying that while where the not that $n is just going to replace with that value which is 1, which is -le less than 5, do echo 1, right? What we are doing, we are echoing the value of n, and then that value is again n plus 1 over here. You can see over here. So yeah, we are printing that value, right? So there will be increment in the value of n, right? And when it will be equal to 5, right? So it's just like I plus plus, or n is equal to n plus 1. So when that value reaches to 5, and when the condition is false, so that condition get terminated, and you can simply write this code in your shell script, as I've told you earlier how to write a shell script, right? So over here the person student has used gedit, right? This is also a editor, gedit. You can go with this also. If it is installed, then you can type this command, that is gedit, then name of the file .sh. Otherwise, there is an option, you can use Vim editor, very powerful editor, that is vi space, then name of the file .sh. Then write your code that we have just discussed, right? For if statement, if else statement, for loop. for while loop, right? Just write this code in that file, and then for execution you have to use. Now the second statement is basically talking about the ch mode. So, since it may happen that the permission is not granted, so for execution that x, which values is 1, as I told you. So what we have to do is we have to give that value. So u plus x, that is talking about execution permission to the user, and 12 point, that is the name of the file, .sh. S is basically talking about the script, the file where we have written the code. Then to execute it, we are going to type dot slash then name of the file, and you will see the value will get incremented. It will get started from n is equal to 1, and it will going to check the condition. So where the condition is true, as you can see, 1 is less than 5. So it will going to increment the value n is equal to n plus 1. And then again, it is going to check, and it is going to print the value, right, in that manner until it will go up to 5. And where we will see that 5 is not less than 5, which is a false statement. Then what will happen? It will get terminated and come out from the program, right? Now this is for loop. As we have a while loop, please remember, we don't have to write the special characters as we are doing for C or C++ programming. We have that brackets, so we don't need over there. In this, we straightforward write for, then space, then I in. We are talking about the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what it is going to print, hello, and done, right? Or what we can do, this statement for I in bracket 1 to 10, do echo I, means it is going to print and done. So the output will be like this. You can see. Similarly, the same manner we use the editor to open the file. So the file name is for.sh. So gedit for.sh, right? Now, what will happen? Now you can see over here, we are just increasing the number, or we are just printing the name like echo. You can also execute the commands in the same manner. If we want to, if I want to execute a command 5 times, then I can go with the for loop. I can go with the while loop. If I want that command to be executed only when the condition is get satisfied, then I am going to use some condition statement, if and if else, right? In that manner, we can have a range where we can have a variety of changes, right? If you want that this command should be run only when that value reaches to this, else the other command should run, right, on that time. On that note, we can use all these conditional statements or looping statement for enhancing the programming skills, right? For that, or the enhancing the concepts, or you can have a program according to your need, basically, right? So that's why they have given these tools for shell scripting also, where user can perform all this action, right? So instead of this echo hello, you can write command over here like calendar. So 5 times it will going to print the calendar. If you write over here the name is going to print. If you write some, so you can go with any dimension over here, right? So there is no sky is a limit over here. So you can do whatever you want to do accordingly. So, but you just follow the syntax. Next, up to you, your skill sets, and just show your skill sets over here by implementing this type of loop statements, or for loop statement, while loop condition statements, right? Or like if and if else statements, right? So I just want you that please try all this, right? Condition statements, loop statements. Now the next that we have is write a program to demonstrate the switch statement in Linux operating system, right? So I hope you remember what is switch statement. Switch statement is basically to jump to a particular option or menu kind of thing, right? So we have this 7 days, and according to that, each day is mentioned with first days for Monday, second days for Tuesdays, third days for Wednesday, 4 days for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And other than that, it will be an invalid entry, right? So you just copy this code over there and just write it inside the file name case.sh, right? And then execute it with the command /case.sh. Then it is going to ask you enter a number between 1 to 7. To make it more interactive, you can write over here enter a number between 1 to 7, right? 1 to 7, so that it will appear more user friendly. And once you type 4, so it is talking about it is Thursday, right? So this is how we are going to switch. Now, don't think that that this is only we can perform with the switch statement. Please remember that instead of writing echo, you can have a set of commands. Like for one, it will going to show it is going to show you the calendar. For 2, it is going to show you the time. For 3, it is going to show you the list of files. For 4, it is going to show you the directory, right? So you just type it ls-lh over there instead of this. Just type it ls-lh. So what will happen? That command will get executed. So you will have a menu of your commands of your choice, right? So just you, if you want it into be in interactive manner, you just write all that content on the display part, right? Echo, and instead of this 1 to 7, 1 for calendar, like this you can do 1 for calendar, then 2 for list, right? 3 for if you want for change directory, right? So you have that a long list with you, and with this script, you don't need to remember the commands. Once you have written in a script, you just execute that script, and then it will going to show you that menu, and even a uh, uh, primary school student can run on work on this, right? So what is provided, anyone can press 1, 2, 3 according to that command is running, right? So that is the beauty of doing this thing. So that is over here, right? I just want you to try this thing, and if you face any challenge, please let me know, right? These things are similarly in the same manner they are executed, and the screenshot is also attached over here, right? If you don't want to go with u plus x, you can go with 777 for providing the privilege or to providing the permission to that particular file, right? And I want everyone to complete your file as soon as possible, right? And I'm going to share a link as I have shared with for your lab evaluation similarly. In that link, you have to upload your PDF file, right? And be ready once the things will be get clarified. So I will ask you to get a print copy of that file that you need to submit, right? After your node use, when that thing is over, right? So what you need to do is you have to submit the file uh, in my cabin, right? Once the things get normal and you are appearing for the exam, then you have to be prepared for your external practical viva also, right? So in that you need that file. So I will let you know that is it okay with the soft copy or that hard copy is needed. But what I want is that be ready with that, right? If I want a hard copy, then there is only a gap of one command, that is Control P. So simply you will have a print of that pages. Otherwise, you have the PDF, right? So you simply upload it in the link which I am going to share with you, and I hope that will be easy for you, and it will not be a chaos in the end. Just try it. I am waiting for your reply. If you have any problem, any issue, then let me know, right? Just try it on your screen. Yes, class. Have you done? Yes. If you're facing any problem, please let me know. Yes, I got a chat from Harpreet Kaur. Harpreet, are you there? Switch on your mic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Harpreet, I'm audible to you.
Yes, sir.
You are saying, can you run this program once, please? Right. This is what?
ਸਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ਲੂਪ ਵਾਲਾ ਉਹ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਰਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾ ਦਿਓ
Okay, chalo. I have just tried one. I will show you that thing, right? So please pay attention if you want to this thing. Now what we have to do is please see executable file is always in green color. So here you can see train.sh is the file basically that I am talking about, in which we have coded it for statement, right? So what we will do is we will type this ls-lh. You can see the permission. I have granted the permission also for execution. The second last file train.sh. Now, how we can execute it, right? So before executing, we need to create it. So how we can create it with the file name that is with the editor that is vi, then the name of the file that is train.sh. So once I open that file, I have written the code over there. Yes, you can see, enter the number between, right? Or you can see between 1 to 7, right? Where it is saying that one is for calendar, right? So let's check it out. Let's run this code first of all, then we will change, make the changes. Let's check it out that whether this code is working or not. So the easiest way of doing this thing is /, then the name of the file that is train.sh, right? So once I clicked enter, you can see now it is going to show me enter a number between 1 to 7, right? So I'm just pressing the number 1, right? So what will happen? It is talking about Monday, right? So this is how the statement is working, right? Again, we want to execute the code, right? So now this time 2, so you're talking about Tuesday, right? Similarly, 3 is talking about Wednesday, right? So talking about 5, it's Friday, right? Similarly, and the last we have something 9. So that is talking about invalid entry, right? So this code is running perfectly, right? What we can do is, can we run a command? Just checking it. Yes, class, we are left with only 10 minutes. Hurry up and do it fast, right? I'm going to insert some. Gedit is Gedit is nothing but a editor. Graphics is a graphical editor also. So you can open a file, nothing else. Like VI, we are using VI. You just replace the word keyword VI with Gedit. If you have Gedit, then it's okay. If you are not it is not installed, then you can replace that keyword Gedit with VI editor, right? nothing else. No need to worry about it if it is not installed, right? So we're checking about, right? So you can see now I have replaced that one which is talking about Monday. I have replaced it with the commands, right? So we having a list of command. We can create a menu in this manner, right? So I'm pressing one. So it is just like a shortcut for me. Simply I have to execute. And then if I know that, okay, one is for this, two is, so there is no need to remember the complex command for a end user. So you can write a script for them where we can use a switch statement, and according to the need we can modify it, and then it will simply work like this way we have over here, right? Just do it again. I'm just doing it again, right? Suppose for second I am just replacing it with to display the content, that is ls hyphen lh, right? Let's check it out whether this thing is working or not. Now what we have is this script over here. One is used for calendar, you can see same script. Two is used for changing the directory. So you can see when I press 2, it changed my present working directory, and since it is used only CD, so it will let me again come back to the home directory. So whenever I press 2, it will bring back me to the home directory, right? Then if there is a 3, it is showing me the list of files as we have used ls command over there. So I'm simply pressing 3, and you can see now in this manner we have that right concept, and we can use this thing, right? Yes, class, any doubt? Control, yes, who is there? Anjali, you are asking me a doubt, right? Please switch on your mic.
Yes sir.
What is the problem?
सर जैसे हमने कैट और एंगुलर ब्रेस लगा के फाइल नेम लिख के हम उसमें राइट मोड में जाते हैं सर, जैसे हम फिर फाइल के अंदर राइट कर सकते हैं टर्मिनल में।
आप राइट कर सकते हो
सर
ऐसे भी राइट कर सकते हो
हाँ
यूजिंग
सर
कमांड। व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम विद दैट?
सर उसमें से जैसे बाहर कैसे
कंट्रोल डी प्रेस करें।
ओके सर।
डन?
यस सर।
Any other doubt? Is it programs are clear?
Yes sir.
Okay, so I just want you to complete your file, right? Any other option, any other thing that is left, please let me know, that I will cover that part also, right? Now we are left with only 4 minutes, so if you have any doubt regarding the programs or the commands which we learned today, do practice, otherwise things will not be get cleared in your mind. Do it as many times as you can, right? Then only the concept will get clear to you, right? Try to create some kind of utility using this skills, right? As I told you, using switch statement or condition statements, try to bring them together and try to create a utility for your own purpose, right? Where you can just run that script, and then there is no need to learn all the commands. Simply you just remember the numbers, kind of menu concepts. We have a menu where we press 1 for this, 2 for that, like just like a coffee machine, right? Just try it as many times you can, right? Yes, Keshav?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's clear now?
Yes, sir.
I hope you all are doing the practice, right? If you're not doing practice, then definitely the things will not get cleared out, right? So you have to do that. If you want, I will share the recording of this lecture, right, with you in my YouTube channel, right? If you want, then only I will do, otherwise not. Please let me know that you want the recording of this particular lab. So I will share you, and you can make use of this for doing practice. You can get reference from there. Yes? Yes, Keshav?
Yes, sir.
Do you want?
ਸਰ ਕਰਦੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ 2-3 ਨੇ ਮੰਗੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਿ ਰਿਕਾਰਡਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਲੈ, ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਟਰ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ।
मैंने रिकॉर्डिंग हमारी तो हो रही है. So what I will do is I will share this link with you. I will share the channel link with you. You guys just subscribe to that channel, right? And whenever I will upload that, because I have some work to do right now. So in the middle of in that day or somewhere, I will definitely do that, right? So just I'm sharing the channel link with you. You just share it with the students who want this video, right? And whenever I will upload it, you will get the notification from there, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So guys, now we are running out of time, left with only 1 minute. Still I didn't get any query from your end. Only few students, they are showing concern. I want every one of you, please pay attention, and please do this thing by your own, right, in your system. Otherwise the things will never get cleared out, right? So have practice. That is the only solution, right, to know the things better, and for the success, for understanding this lab more clearly. Right, guys? So I'm signing off now. Have a nice day.